What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. As you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be doing a review on the Ontario NS9. So this one here is kind of one I just found on eBay. I love the look of it, you know, so I've seen other content creators do videos on this, and I would say as far as quality, they love it. As far as the ergonomics of the knife, they're not too happy with it and the way the knife chops and things like that. For me, I think it's pretty badass. I just love the look of it, you know, plain and simple. I love the look of the knife, and I'm gonna tell you in a minute what it reminds me of, and you guys will probably guess too, but let's get started. So, it did come new with the packaging. It says there, if you can see it, NS9 Ontario. So, start with the sheath like always, so nothing to write home about. This one here is just a nylon ballistic sheath, MOLLE compatible. I wish this had a button, but it's just a Velcro. So eventually if you get dirt or mud or crud or blood or anything, that's gonna not stick. So that's a little cheap. I don't like that. I wish they would have put a button in there. At least one button would have been nice. So then it does have this little clip here, so you can put stuff in your store, whatever, fire starter or matches, or even an extra backup little knife, little Skinner knife, or whatever you want in there. Not a bad sheath, not a bad sheath. You got your two little lanyard holes. You're gonna wrap this and strap it to your leg. But they could have done better. A little bit floppy, you know. But again, this is a cheaper knife, you know. This one here, actually, I forgot to tell you guys, this one here is discontinued. You could find them now and again on eBay, but it's far few in between. I got lucky and picked this up pretty damn cheap, you know. I lucked out, you know. Got it for a super good deal. Actually, I got it cheaper than what they sold for new, so I can't complain. And this thing's brand new. So let's get started. Let me show you the knife now. Let's do a drive-by here. Look at that. For some reason, I like that shape. I love the shape where it swoops in here, like a high belly where it's kind of slender to a fat front. It's just, I don't know, for some reason that looks awesome. It calls to me. Definitely a lighter knife, even though it's a quarter inch thick, so it's not a thin little skimpy knife, but it is a lighter knife, a smaller knife. So let me go over the specs real quick. This is 15.25 inches in overall length. You have a 9.5 inch blade length here. This one here is 5160 steel, has a black powder coat finish on it. And it does say there the model, NS9, with their little logo, Ontario logo. Made in USA, canvas micarta handle scales. Just awesome, nice filling scales. I love the look of it. I love the freaking look of this thing. Like I said, it called to me. It looks pretty nice, and then for the price, you can't beat it. It does have here like a fat wide lanyard. You put a lanyard in there. Has this little, I don't know what that's for. I guess maybe for the grip here. A little bit of jimping up there. I'm not too sure what that's for. Maybe someone could leave a comment, let me know what you think that's for. But maybe for just extra grip when you're hammer fisting. The weight of it is awesome. I mean, it's super light in hand. You know, not too bad. But that was a complaint of most people that I've seen. Even though it's a quarter inch thick, all the way through at the end, it kind of tapers to skinnier. And a lot of people say it's too light up front for chopping. So a lot of the weight, the mass of it, is going to be back here in the handle, and not so much weight up in the front. So, you know, so this handle, it does feel that way too. It's handle heavy. So the handle is heavier than the blade. So when you're chopping, but I mean, for self-defense, this thing is freaking awesome, man. You got this big, huge recurve here. So when you get something, you get a skin and pull, I mean, you're just going to slice it all the way to the bone, man. Or you're chopping stuff. You're doing deep slices with this thing. Really, it's fairly thin behind the edge, so man, it's going to be one hell of a slicer. So for chopping, yeah, chopping trees and things like that, it's not going to be too good because it's too light. You don't have enough heft behind the edge. But you know, for me, I love to have it a part of my collection. It's freaking awesome. I love the look of it. Absolutely freaking love the look of this knife. So what I was going to tell you guys, this reminds me of, and which you'll see right now, I'm going to bring it out, and that's what I was like, this knife reminds me of something. It called out to me for some reason. I was like, I love the look of the other one. The other one's discontinued too, but I was fortunate to find it again. Was actually in a knife store. I had one left in stock, and I bought it. I think it was it Smoky Mountain Knife or Chicago Knife Works? One of the two. I bought it there, but check this out. Tell me what you think. Tell me if it's not like a different version of this. The Tops Anaconda. Oh no, I'm sorry, Armageddon. The Tops Armageddon. Doesn't that, look at this. It looks like the miniature version of this one, right? Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like the miniature version? Just awesome. They still have the micarta scales. This one has tan. This one's obviously like a I don't even know, gray fusion style micarta. But different. This one, you know, this one doesn't have the grind work, the same grind work as the Armageddon. But I do say it looks very, very similar. The handle, I have to say, even though people hate the handle on this one too, I have to say the handle feels a little nicer on this. It feels a little more ergonomic. This one has like a fat, wide, I don't know why they did that. I think, put this down so I don't cut myself. This one, if they grounded this down, left it flat here, or even did this groove here, but then went flat with it here, I think if they just ground this down, I think it'd have been a way better fit. Right now, it feels like you're holding like a freaking 2x4. It's kind of fat. I got big hands, so my hands I could wrap all the way around it pretty good, but if you have smaller hands, this is gonna feel like a brick in your hand compared to this one, which has, you know, it feels way more ergonomic in the hand. It feels better, you know. Even though I don't like this sub hilt, there's always something about knives. You know, like, I wish they would have just kind of left a little hump, but didn't peak this up so much, because that's gonna rub on your finger when you're chopping. But other than that, I do like this grip better. And then of course, this one's way better for heavy use or heavy duty work, because look at the thickness. And you can see this, they're both a 1/4 inch thick. It's kind of deceiving when you look at it through the video, but it's both 1/4 thick. But look at the thinness it gets to the top on this, on the NS9 compared to the Armageddon. Look how thick Armageddon stays all the way until it gets to the tip. It's still a 1/4 inch up at the top here compared to this one. See how this one still stays a 1/4 inch all the way up? So this one, when you swing down, you could feel like, I mean, you could feel it puts a lot of force, a lot of momentum right at the cutting point of chopping. When this one, lighter, nimble, but it's just like a more of a machete style feel than a chopper. So, but I have to say, like I said, I'm glad I added it to my collection. Got a super good deal on it. I still love the look of it. It's just bitching. It's just freaking bitching. I love the look of it. It's awesome. All right, guys, this wasn't gonna be a long one. I just want to do a real quick review on this one for you to show you this. You know, they do come up now again on now and again on eBay is one place I've seen them for. They do have NS7 and an NS5. So they do make smaller versions of this too you can buy. This 9 is kind of rare. This comes up very, very randomly, but you can still find the 7s and the 5s a lot more frequently. If you're into this style blade, you know, you don't want this big, you can go for that. And it's same material, 5160 still, you know, you could beat the hell out of that and it holds a good edge. This thing came razor freaking sharp. I mean, razor sharp. You guys can hear that. I'll shave, but I shaved all last, you know, very, very little here. I could try. Let's see. Yeah, you're not gonna see that. It's on the, yeah, it's it's super sharp. It's even taking off some dead skin right there, but you're not gonna see it on that black powder coat. But yeah, it's razor sharp, freaking badass. But all right, guys, rambling on here. Please like, subscribe, share, and until next knife, gun, or whatever.